Good morning, guys. I want to thank you all for joining me this morning. And since it's the week of Halloween, I have had some awesome friends join me in reading several pretty awesome Halloween stories. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And I want to thank all of my friends for helping me out with this video. So today I want to read There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Bat. I want to thank Scholastics for giving us permission to read their books online. So any of you that have ever come to the library and heard me read before know I love these books. And I love the excitement on seeing if the kids can open their mouths that big. So here we go. There was an old lady who swallowed a bat. I don't know why she swallowed a bat. Imagine that. Now would you swallow a bat? Ew. There was an old lady who swallowed an owl. My oh my, she started to howl. She swallowed the owl to shush the bat. I don't know why she swallowed the bat. Imagine that. There was an old lady who swallowed a cat. What do you think? Now she's so fat. Would you all swallow a cat? Mine are listening. Let's not talk about that. She swallowed the cat to chase the owl. She swallowed the owl to hush the bat. I don't know why she swallowed the bat, but imagine that. There was an old lady who swallowed a ghost. What do you think? She liked it the most. Would you all swallow a ghost? She swallowed the ghost to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to chase the owl. She swallowed the owl to shush the bat. I don't know why she swallowed the bat. Imagine that. There was an old lady who swallowed a goblin. It made her so dizzy she started to spin. Would you swallow that? Would your mouth open that wide? She swallowed a goblin to scare the ghost. She swallowed a ghost to catch the cat. She swallowed a cat to chase the owl. She swallowed the owl to shush the bat. I don't know why she swallowed the bat. Imagine that. There was an old lady who swallowed some bones. Now, would you swallow some bones? There was so many, she started to groan. She swallowed the bones to rattle the goblin. She swallowed the goblin to scare the ghost. She swallowed the ghost to catch the cat. She swallowed a cat to chase the owl. She swallowed the owl to shush the bat. I don't know why she swallowed the bat. Imagine that. There was an old lady who swallowed a wizard to cast a spell so she could yell. Now, would you swallow a wizard? Will your mouth open that wide? Trick or treat. Thank you guys so much. Burp. Good to go.
Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to read My Spooky Halloween. When the leaves start to fall, we know Halloween is coming. Just like right now, this time of year, every place you drive around, people have got decorations out and pumpkins out. We'll laugh with the witch and groan with the mummy. We'll smile with the vampire and yell boo with the ghost. We'll spot the black cat and look up for flying bats. We'll pass the haunted house. Everyone knows of at least one house that, even if it's not haunted, we think it is. And steer clear of the spider webs. We'll carve pumpkins. In the old days, they called them jack-o'-lanterns. And bob for apples. We'll dress up in costumes and go trick or treating. But the best part of Halloween is being with family and friends and seeing everyone's costumes. So I hope all of y'all have a very happy Halloween.
Okay, today, boys and girls, we're going to read a Halloween book called A Very Brave Witch. I like witches, by the way. A Very Brave Witch. You're not going to believe this, but keep out. Poof, I'm a witch. My favorite holiday. What is it? Well, what do you think? That's right, it's Halloween. I love the decorations. And especially love the costumes. You might not believe this, but most witches are afraid of humans. Did she say humans? Why? Because, well, humans aren't green like us. I'm not afraid though. I've done my research. Here are the facts. Strange but true. Most humans are afraid to fly. Most humans do not wear pointy hats. Humans are rarely known to cackle. Ha 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 ha. Nothing too bad except, you know, the green thing. It's time for this brave witch to take a closer look. Hang on, kitty, we're going in. Listen, what's that I hear? Those humans saying, trick or tree. No one can trick a tree like me. Swoop. Vroom! Yikes! Are you okay? A real human. Sweet costume. That was quite a spill. I'm being touched by a human hand. I've always dreamed of flying. Flying. Have I got a treat for you? Hop on. Some witches, the very brave ones, are not afraid of humans. And some humans, the very brave ones, are not afraid to fly. So that's the end of the book. Happy Halloween! Thank you, Dana.
Hello. We're going to be reading a book today called The Little Ghost Who Lost Her Boo. It was written by Elaine Bickel and illustrated by Raymond McGrath. Little Ghost went out in the middle of the night and flew up to someone to give them a fright. She got in position, arms up, all prepared, Wait for it, lady. You're going to be scared. She opened her mouth, but her boo wasn't there. All that came out was a rush of cold air. I lost my boo. I've lost my boo. Where has it gone? What will I do? Mama Ghost said, my poor little one, it looks as though your fright nights are done. I'll find it, said Little Ghost. Off she flew, looking and listening for her scary boo. Then she heard a noise in the dark, dark trees. Can that be my boo? Oh, let it be, please. Hoo, hoo. It wasn't a boo, but a hoo, hoo, hoo. And down flew Owl. Oh, Owl, it's you. I wonder, can you help me? I'm looking for my boo. I'm very sorry, Little Ghost, but I can't help you. I've been out all night, had a tasty bite or two, and while I was hunting, I didn't hear a boo. Would you like to borrow my hoo, hoo, hoo? Thank you, Owl. It's perfect for you, but it's just not as scary as my ghostly boo. From far above came a noise in a tree. That's my boo. It belongs to me. Coo, coo. It was not a boo, just a gentle coo. Oh, hello, Pigeon. I'm glad it's you. I wonder, can you help me? I'm looking for my boo. Coo, coo, coo. I'm sorry, Little Ghost, but I can't help you. I woke up extra early to enjoy the starry view, and while I was looking, I didn't hear a boo. Would you like to borrow my own gentle coo? Coo, coo. Thank you, Pigeon. It's perfect for you, but it's just not as scary as my ghostly boo. As the first light of day began to show, the little tiny ghost heard a rooster crow. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Oh, hello, Rooster. It's nice to see you. I wonder, can you help me? I'm looking for my boo. I'm sorry, Little Ghost, but I can't help you. I've only just got up as this day is really new, and I'm about to wake the world with a cock-a-doodle-doo. Why don't you join me? And you can try it too. Thank you, Rooster. It's perfect for you, but it's just not as scary as my ghostly boo. Little Ghost was sad, and up and off she flew, heading for her house without her precious boo. She asked all of her friends, and she looked everywhere. She knew without a boo, there was no one she could scare. Then Little Ghost heard what sounded like a boo. She flew a little closer, then knew it was a moo. Oh, hello, cow. Of course it's you. I wonder, can you help me? I'm looking for my boo. Sorry, Little Ghost, but I can't help you. After being milked, I found some grass to chew. But not once this morning have I heard a boo. Though I have something similar, why don't you try my moo? Oh, it's close, said Little Ghost, but it just won't do. Even though it's similar and perfect for you, it's just not as scary as my own ghostly boo. So Little Ghost went home as sad as can be. Then she looked up, and what did she see? She saw the reader. She saw you. Can you help Little Ghost find her boo? Come on now, it's up to you. Let me hear you shout out, boo! Boo! Yes, that's it. That will do. It's such a scary boo. You did it. You found it. High five and a big thank you. And with that, the wonderful scary boo, away that happy little ghost flew.
Way down deep, beneath the graveyard mist, where the groundhogs burrow and the earthworms twist, a skeleton cat began to wake, and he climbed from the dirt and gave his bones a shake. He went rattle, yawn, rattle, rattle, clink, tip, tap, purr, kaplink, kaplink, kaplink. Ghosts were a-moanin', and some bats zipped by, and the skeleton cat said, "Where am I? I'm only bones. How can this be?" Then he leaped on the gravestones nervously. He went rattle, rattle, clink, clink, rattle, rattle, clink, tip, tap, clickety-clack, kaplink, kaplink, kaplink. Hey, there's a drummer audition down on 4th and Vine. I've been dreaming of drumming all my lives, all 9. I've got one more chance to get it right. Gonna drum, drum, drum till the morning light. Well, the ghost started laughing, and an owl said, "Who in the living world, a cat like you? You'll never be a drummer in a place like that. You're a spook, a ghoul, a phantom cat." But the skeleton cat leaped through the gate, saying I'd better hurry so I won't be late. He went rattle, rattle, clink, clink, rattle, rattle, clink, tip, tap, clickety-clack, kaplink, kaplink, kaplink. He rocked and he rollicked and he clunked around, and the kids in the playground heard the rattling sound. "It's a skeleton cat. He's creepy, cool." And they clapped to the rhythm as he passed by their school. Then a dog tried to race him, and a cop tried to mace him, and a rat tried to chew him, and a chef tried to stew him. A thief tried to snatch him, even crows couldn't catch him. Well, he made lots of people in the city scream, but that skeleton cat still chased his dream. He went rattle, rattle, clink, clink, rattle, rattle, clink, tip, tap, clickety-clack, kaplink, kaplink, kaplink. Whew! He reached the audition and he stood in line, and they taped number 20 on his feline spine. When the band members saw him, well, they called him nuts, 'cause you're not gonna make it if you ain't got guts. But the skeleton cat said, "You will see, there's a real live percussionist inside of me. I've got all kinds of rhythm in these old cat bones. Better warm up your guitars and your saxophones." So the band started playing on that city street, and the skeleton cat, he found the beat. He went rattle, rattle, clink, clink, rattle, rattle, clink, tip, tap, clickety-clack, kaplink, kaplink, kaplink. Sure, you've got the rhythm, but have you got the soul? So the skeleton cat, he went on a roll. Burr-rumble, burr-rumble, click-clack, rat-a-mat-a-tat, clickety-clackety, plackety-plat, clunkety-plunkety, thunkety-thunk, tippity-tappity, clunkety-clunk, rutta-matutta, matutta-matack, splunkety-splinkety, splackety-splack, clinkety-clunkety, clinkety-clink, kaplink-kaplink, kaplink-kaplink. Well, cats started watching from their window sills, and the real pretty kitty said he gave them chills. So he passed the audition on that rockin' night. Now he drums every evening and he's out of sight. Rattle, rattle, clink, clink, clang.
Hi, today I'm going to read to you Cookie Boo. It's all about Halloween cookies, and I knew when I saw this book that it would be a book that I wanted to read. Who doesn't love cookies? 7 spooky cookies sitting in a tin, waiting for the moonlight to let the magic in. They're all there asleep, waiting for the moon to come up. Trick or treats. Lift the lid. In the moonlight streams. Boo! yell the cookies, and the little monster screams. Out climb the cookies, jumping to the floor. Boo! Yell the cookies to the doggy by the door. Scared the doggy. Down through the garden, out into the street. Boo! Yell the cookies to everything they meet. Boo! To the lamppost. Boo! To the cat. Boo! To the fireflies flashing in a jar. Boo! To the skeleton. Boo! To the ghost. Boo! To the witch's cat sitting at the post. 7 spooky cookies playing on the slide. Do they see the furry feet poking out the side? Boo, says the little monster, tricking all the treats. Yummy, scrummy cookies, now you're mine to eat. Run, spooky cookies, scatter to and fro. Boo-hoo, cries Baby Bat, he's got me by the toe. Oh no, where to go? Cookies, crisp with fright, climb into the pumpkin and huddle by the light. Quite spooky cookies, don't drop any crumbs. Outside there's a monster. Shh, here he comes. Hairy, scary monster round the pumpkin creeps. Boo! Yell the cookies, and the little monster leaps. Scramble, spooky cookies, flee with Baby Bat. Back past the laughing ghost, howling at the cat. Back past the skeleton, dancing all about. Back past the fireflies, but let's let the critters out. Back through the garden to the doggy by the door. Tippy-toe quietly, listen to him snore. Scale the walls, lift the lid, every cookie in. Whew, sighs the cookies, safety in their tin.
I want to just come on here and read a book for y'all. How about that? Which way to which school? My name is Sherry Johnson, and I'm the county clerk, and this is my granddaughter Emma. Within the haunted houses all over the land, those far away and those close at hand, you'll find the little witches, not wicked or cruel, preparing to go to Miss Thornapple's school. You'll see? It's more than exciting. They really can't wait. There won't be a single witch showing up late. Packing is simple. It's done just like that. The trick is to get all your things in your hat. Huh, silly, huh?
Oh, not in your hat.
Not in your hat. A bus picks them up and they go as a team. They all love the driver. They think he's a scream. With a whoosh, the driver lifts them straight up in the air. They say it will take half the night to get up there. Ooh.
What?
No. Look, they're up in the sky. They crackle and they joke. They're a fun-loving bunch. And when they are hungry, they have a box lunch. The bus dives to the earth as it has run out of fuel. No, they've simply arrived at Miss Thornapple's school. They're at the school. The girls are delighted to see the locale, and each discovers a favorite new pal. They're eager to trade any gossip and potions, especially the ones that cause endless commotions. Ooh. Miss Thornapple dines with the girls in the hall. One food as delicious as they can recall. The eyeballs are gooey like raspberry jelly, and the tentacles tend to be slimy and smelly. Ooh. They move into dorms and make them their own. They straighten the cobwebs and talk on their phones. They tell scary stories their grandmothers told and snuggle in kittens from out of the cold. They smuggled them some kittens, didn't they? If they don't pay attention in class, it's apparent to teachers who tend to be rather transparent. Miss Zork is the teacher in chemistry class, which for a witch is important to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, they all got their hats on, don't they?
Yeah.
Mathematics and physics can often apply in finding out how magic broomsticks can fly. Singing is fun. They're determined to reach the highest of notes. They're the best ones to screech. The big high notes are, look at there at them singing. You can see them singing? But Miss Thornapple's school is not merely pragmatic. Witches are famous for being dramatic. Are you dramatic? No, you are sometimes. Their plays might be funny or terribly tragic, but on opening night, there's always some magic. Ooh. But it's not just the mind that has to be fed, says Miss Glock, their teacher in physical ed. It's all very well to swim in a pool, but to swim in a swamp is especially cool. Would you like to swim in the swamp? That'd be kind of nasty, wouldn't it? Yeah, but look, they're doing it.
Why?
I don't know, that's just one thing. Sometimes they explore the haunted old forest. It's creepy enough to delight any tourist. Hiking at night is not all that frightening. In fact, it's quite dull without thunder and lightning. You like thunder and lightning? Ooh. Then, like the spell that the witch could have cast, in a wink and a flash, the school year has passed. My goodness, it's already over. Miss Thornapple wipes a tear from her eye, and as she bids all the little witches goodbye. Look, there's the bus. Come get all the kids at the Thornapple school. Yep. That may be surprising, but don't be judgmental. Many a witch can be quite sentimental. That's bad, that's good. And then with a shudder, a sputter and wheeze, the bus takes to the air like a ghost on a breeze. But don't be too sad, it's not really the end. Next year they will gather and do it all over again. And that's the book, Which Way to the Witch's School. Thanks for watching.
Wave at the camera. Wave.
Eeny, meeny, Halloweeny. Eeny, meeny, Halloweeny. Kitty, bat, or snake? Perhaps a bear. I just might wear a costume that I make. I have some tights and turtlenecks, some headbands, tape, and glue. My dress-up trunk is full of things that I can try on, too. A penguin would be fun to make, dressed up in blacks and whites. I'd put on Daddy's tux and shirt and wear my orange tights. Or what about an elephant? I could be one of those. With pullet cases for my ears and a sock could be my nose. Eeny, meeny, Halloweeny, pig or chimpanzee. A sweater and a mask would make a monkey out of me. The fuzzy wuzzy coat could be the perfect thing to wear. With paper ears, I'd turn into a big pink polar bear. I might just be a turtle with my shell shaped like a dome. The laundry basket that I'd wear would be my mobile home. Or I could be a little snail whose neck is long and skinny. A blanket roll could be my shell, pipe cleaners for antenna. A rhino or an ocelot, giraffe or kangaroo. Eeny, meeny, Halloweeny, I know what to do. At last, it's here. It's Halloween. I'll shout out, trick or treat. My candy sack is big because my wall things have to eat. And she's gonna go have trick or treating.
Hey guys, so I really want to read Eat Pete. This is one of my favorite Halloween books of all time. So I want to start. You'll have to see the monster is sitting, peeking in the window. Pete was playing on his bedroom floor when a monster appeared at his window. "Hi," said Pete. "Do you want to play cars with me?" The monster didn't want to play cars with Pete. He wanted to... What do you think he wanted to do? He wanted to eat Pete. But playing cars looked like fun, so they had some races. They set up parking lots. They made crashes. "Hey," said Pete, "what should we do next? Do you want to play pirates?" The monster didn't want to play pirates with Pete. He wanted to eat Pete. But the monster had never played pirates before, so they dug for treasure, and he walked the plank. They acted like scallywags, and next, said Pete, "I think we should play blocks." The monster did not want to play blocks with Pete. He wanted to eat Pete. But he liked building things, so they made a castle. They built towers. They knocked them down. "Now," said Pete, "we should play superheroes." The monster did not want to play superheroes with Pete. He wanted to eat Pete. So he ate him. The monster piled up some blocks. He put on the pirate hat. Don't he look sad? He spun the wheels on the car. It wasn't any fun to play alone. He missed Pete. So he spat him out. "That was not very nice," Pete told the monster. "Sorry. Do you want to play superheroes?" asked Pete. The monster did not want to play superheroes with Pete. He wanted to... What do you think he wanted to do? He wanted to hug Pete. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hey guys, so I want to read At the Old Haunted House, and I want to thank Scholastics for giving us permission to read their books online. At the old haunted house, in a room with no sun, lived a warty green witch and her wee witchy one. "Spell!" cried the witch. "Poof!" cried the one, and they both practiced spells in the room with no sun. At the old haunted house was a cold draft blue. Lived a big mall monster and her wee monsters too. "Stir!" cried the mall. "We stir!" cried the two. And they whirled and they stirred while the old draft brew. By the old haunted house in the dead hollow tree lived a scrawny black cat and her wee kittens 3. "Scratch!" cried the monster. "Meow!" cried the 3. And they scratched and they growled at the dead hollow tree. At the old haunted house with the squeaky old floor lived a green paw goblin and his wee goblins 4. "Dust!" called the paw. "We dust!" said the 4. And they spread lots of dust on the squeaky old floor. At the old haunted house where scary things jive lived a mall werewolf and her wee wolfies 5. How, cried the mom. Oh, wailed the 5, and they yelled and they howled, but the scary things jive. In the old haunted house, in a vault made of bricks, lived a Papa Vampire and his little vamp 6. Show fangs, Papa cried. Hiss went the 6, and they snarled and they shrieked in the vault made of bricks. Now at the old haunted house, teaching a lesson was a hairy mom bat and her bitty bat 7. Dip, dive, cried the mom. Flip, flap went the 7, and they dipped and they dove and they dipped, having lesson. Now by the old haunted house near the graveyard gate lived a spooky dad ghost and his wee ghostlies 8. Honk, cried the dad. Boo, cried the 8, and they booed and they floated through the graveyard gate. Now at the old haunted house, half covered with vines, lived a mummy mommy and her wee mummies 9. Mix, called the mommy. Wee Mix, called the 9, and they stirred and they mixed in the house with the vines. At the old haunted house in the dusty old den lived a fat moth spider and her wee spiders 10. Spin, called the moth. Hee-ho, cried the 10, and they spun sticky webs in the dusty old den. At the old haunted house and the front door creaked. Trick or treat, yelled the children, and the ghost shrieked, eek! Come in, called Ma Mummy. The monsters made stew, the mummies made cake, the witches that brew. The creatures all grinned, and they struck up the band, and the spiders all swung on sticky web strands. The ghosties floated as the music played, black cats scratched, and werewolves bayed. The vampire band played music all night, and they all had fun at the Halloween fright.
Okay, Frankenstein doesn't wear earmuffs. Look at him. What do you think about it? Let's see why he don't wear earmuffs. Oh, look at here. It says, up on a haunted Halloween in the deepest dungeon lair awakens monstrous Frankenstein to give you all a scare. Look at him trying to come up there. Beneath a grim and ghostly sky, the moon alight with fright, Frankenstein emerges on a dark and stormy. Up, hold it. Look, he's coming. But wonder what's next. Ah, look at you. Ah, look at here. Not so fast there, Frankenstein. Those clouds are looking iffy. So take my old galoshes here. They're waterproof and spiffy. Look at his galoshes. Those some big old boots, aren't they?
Yeah.
Look at him. He can't hardly walk in them. Plop, plop, plop. In a giant red and floppy boots that just don't fit him right. Frankenstein's emerges on a dark and stormy. Oh, hang on, they're waiting on us again. It's getting pretty chilly out. You'll need some warmer gear. So take a scarf and parka, please, and stick those on your ears. Up, look, here he comes. What's he gonna look like now? Floof, floof, plop, plop. He don't look real happy, does he? No. In a giant red and floppy boots with earmuffs way too bright, Frankenstein emerges on a storm and dark Hey, wait! One more thing you better bring. You thank us later, chap. It's mighty dark outside tonight, so take my camping lamp. Well, he's gonna have everything, isn't he? Just a moment, this won't do. Your pail's not up to snuff. Try this spacious fanny pack to carry all your stuff. Like batteries, extra socks. You can't be too prepared. A roll of tape for stuff that breaks. Reflective underwear. And don't forget before you go to snag a wholesome snack. These crunchy nuts and raisins are the perfect thing to pack. How's he going to get out of the house with all that? Look at him. He's eating as he goes. Crunch, plop, crunch, pop, crunch, crunch, flop, flop. In giant red and floppy boots with earmuffs way too bright, a puffy orange parka, and a heavy camping light. Some smelly, sticky tube socks. And, okay, that's it. Let's see. Let's see. Look at him. He's not real happy right now, is he? No. No. Frankenstein doesn't wear earmuffs. He's throwing them off, going out the door. Roar, he says. There's no dungeon that can hold him. Your earmuffs are no use, for Halloween's begun at last, and Frankenstein is on the loose. Here he goes. But the wind is really whipping. It's pretty dark and foggy. His Frankenstein's tummy's grubbling. His shoes are getting soggy. He don't look happy again, does he? Look at him. He's cold, chilly. Look, he's wading so much water the ducks are swimming around him. Now his ears are feeling frosty, and he starts to freaking think that maybe this year's Halloween will really Frankenstein stink. Hi, hi, hello, he's saying. He's saying. Look, the witch has woolly mittens, and the werewolf's got a sweater. The ghosts have fuzzy hats on. Look, they're all prepared. Frankenstein's not, is he? And he feels a little better. Now he's seeing them all, isn't he? Now they're bringing they're bringing his lamp and his earmuffs back to him. He's got a smile back on his face, doesn't he? So Frankenstein wore earmuffs on that night, so grim and ghostly, and dark and stormy Halloween was pretty warm and toasty. And that's the end.
That was good, huh?
Thank you all. So I want to read Pug and Pig Trick or Treat. This is one of my favorite Halloween stories. This is Pug and Pig's home. And this is Pug and Pig's scarecrow. And these are Pug and Pig's pumpkins. And these are Pug and Pig's costumes. Pig likes the snug fit of her costume. She likes how her bones glow in the dark. She likes the mask that covers her face. Will anyone know who she is? Pig likes her costume very much. But Pug does not like his costume at all. His insides feel squished, his outsides feel squashed. He does not like the mask that covers his face. No one will know who he is. But Pug does not like his costume until it's shattered all over the yard. Do you all like your Halloween costume? Tonight's Halloween, and this is Pig in his costume, and this is Pug not in costume. Pug does not care about Halloween anymore. But someone else does. Who will answer the door with Pig? Who will trick or treat with Pig? Who will go to the Halloween party and eat tasty tidbits with Pig? His ideal is in the muddy, Pug gets an ideal. Thought I skipped a page. His ideal is in the muddy corner of the backyard. What kind of ideal do you think he might have? Splat! Why, who is this? Perhaps it's Pig's shadow. Look, Pig answers the door with her shadow. Pig goes trick-or-treating with her shadow. Pig goes to the Halloween party and eats tasty tidbits with her shadow. Pig likes Halloween. And so does Pug. Hey guys, so I want to read Skeleton Meets the Mummy, and I want to thank Scholastics for giving us permission to read their books online. Sammy couldn't wait to go trick-or-treating. He didn't even need a costume. Do you all have your costumes? Not so fast, his mother called. Sammy stopped with a click and a clack. I need you to bring this thermos of hot soup to Grandma Bones. There's a chill in the air tonight. But Mom, Sammy said, Derek is waiting for me. It's just a short walk through the woods, said his mother. You'll still have plenty of time to get candy with your friends. Okay, Sammy said. He took the soup and stepped out into the Halloween night. It's kind of dark, Sammy thought, as he slowly walked through the woods. Flip, flap. Something flew past Sammy's head. Oh, it's only a bat, he thought. Whoosh, swish. Sammy froze with a snake and a shake and a rattle. Oh, it's only the wind, he thought. Would you all walk through the dark to take a thermos to Grandma? Creak, eek. Sammy saw a monster. Oh, it's only a tree, he thought. Scratch, scratch. Sammy heard the crunching of leaves. Something was following him. Sammy walked faster. Scratch, scratch. It was right behind him. What is it? Sammy wondered. He was afraid to look. What do you all think it is? Any ideas? Sammy started to run. Scratch, scratch. It's still right behind him. Sammy looked back and saw... What do you think he saw? A mummy! Would you all be scared? Click, clack. Sammy ran as fast as he could, but the mummy ran fast too. Scratch, scratch. The mummy was getting closer and closer and closer. Huff, puff, huff, puff. Sammy was tired of running. Sammy's tired of being afraid. Flippity flap, flippity flap. Sammy heard a flipping, flapping sound coming from the mummy, and then he had an idea. Sammy turned around and grabbed a loose piece of cloth and pulled it with all his might. He pulled and pulled and pulled, and the mummy spun and spun and spun, and Sammy couldn't believe it. The mummy wasn't a mummy at all. It was... Who do you think it was? His friend Derek. You scared me, Sammy explained. Well, it is Halloween, said Derek, and now that I've tricked you, it's time to get some treats. Okay, Sammy said, but before we start, I have to go see my grandmother. Don't you mean your grandmummy? Derek joked. Yeah, said Sammy. Race you there. Click, clack, click, clack. Thank you all so much for joining us today. And I want to give a special thanks to all my friends that helped me read books for all my little friends. Hope you guys have a happy Halloween.